Welcome to Quick Set, brought to you by Smart. Good morning once again, volleyball fans, still here at the Adamson University Gym in San Marcelino for our second match of the day. Still quite a number of games to be played today, so don't forget to tune in to witness these girls go head-to-head for their first win. Earlier, we saw Adamson winning in straight sets versus UPIS. For this match, we'll be seeing DLSL Lipa going head-to-head with Bethel Academy. Later on, we have defending champions California Academy versus Shanghai Shek High School. At 2 p.m., we have Bacolod Taitung High School versus UST. And lastly, Naga College Foundation going up against DLSL Zobel. On Where to Watch, the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. We are live on Smart LiveStream App, free and open to all networks. Also live on Smart Sports and Puso, Pilipinas. So a lot of media platforms where our volleyball fans can tune in and witness these talented young ladies go head-to-head in today's opening game. As that was our quick set brought to you by Smart. I'll now turn you over to our floor announcer for the callouts.
Number 17, Rai Mama Ilaw. Number 18, Fel Sumage. Number 19, Max Sumagaysay. Number 21, Ann Humirang. And their second libero is number 3, Reika Amota. Presenting our game officials for match number 2. First referee, Larry Escorial. Second referee, Hilde Gia. May we please request the players and coaches of Bethel Academy to please stay on the playing floor for the team photo.
Let's take a look at our team groupings here for Pool A Potato Corner. That will be the game played now. That's DLSL Lipa going up against a new team here in the league. That's Bethel Academy. Moving on to Pool B, R&B. That's bannered by Naga College Foundation, the second placers of last year's inaugural season of the GVIL tournament.
And now we have Pool C, who is Perry Perry. And Pool D, which is, a while ago we saw a glimpse of them, who was in Adamson Academy versus UPIS.
So let's take a look at the lineup here for Bethel Academy with their head coach, Coach Tristan Garcia. So a new team here hailing from Cavite.
Now again, this season we have 4 new teams, and Bethel Academy is definitely one of the new faces that we will face here in the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
And on the other side of the court, we'll be seeing the DLSL Lipa squad here with their lineup. A lot of key holders from last season and still with their head coach, Coach Imelda Mendoza. This is bannered by Shane Di Maano, Vida Caringal, and a lot of their seniors still to be seen here in the second season of the Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
So very familiar faces here. A lot of players we saw in the first season last year are still playing here. So we'll see how they will continue their stellar performance here in the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League.
Now,
For both teams, first for the DLSL Lipa Green Stallions. Starting with the team captain, middle blocker, number 16, Vida Karinga. Opposite hitter, number 8, Cash Miranda. Setter, number 13, Thea Dacer. Middle blocker, number 15, Sophie De Castro. Outside hitter, number 17, Rai Mamaila. Another outside hitter, number 18, Fel Sumage. And their starting libero is number 14, Jaja Sales. Head coach of the DLSL Lipa Green Stallions is Amy Mendoza. And now the starting lineup for the Bethel Academy Bethelites. Starting with the team captain, outside hitter, number 10, Dash Doroha. Another outside hitter, number 2, Chai Porto. Setter, number 3, Jay Armitia. Middle blocker, number 9, Xiao Ding Lasa. Middle blocker, number 11, Shane Reterta. Opposite hitter, number 12, April Dreinda. And their starting libero is number 6, Estango. Head coach of the Bethel Academy Bethelites is Tristan Garcia.
so let's meet our starters. First for the Lady Stallions, we have Karingal, Sumage, Miranda, Dacer, Mamaylao, De Castro rather, and Sales for their starting libero. For their opponents, Bethel Academy, we have Reterta, Porto, Armentia, Treinta, Doroha, Dinglasan, and Tango for their starting libero. Again, we have the Lady Stallions of DLSL Lipa going up against the debuting Bethel Academy, hailing from Cavite here. So first time we're seeing them play in the tournament.
And
This set
already
is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now.
And to start off their debut here in the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League, Bethel Academy has scored their first point with a service ace.
Strong serves here coming from Bethel Academy as we start. But DLSL Lipa quick to respond there.
Good answer there coming from Karingal of DLSL Lipa, and she's known to be the captain of this team. So she is leading with performance here in the first few points of the game.
Great serve there, great reception from Bethel Academy, and powerful hit there coming from Reterta.
Now that was a sharp and powerful attack coming from Reterta. She came in with full confidence, and actually she didn't have a follow through with her attack, but nonetheless that was still a very much powered attack. Although her serve goes out.
That was number 2, Porto of Bethel Academy. Score is all tied up at 2 apiece. Overpass there, but point will be awarded to DLSL Lipa. A legal block called on Bethel Academy. So again, Richie, this is the first time we're seeing Bethel Academy here, so we have no expectations. We had rather no expectations before they stepped on the court today, because we've never seen this team play, but so far an impressive start here from the girls in blue and white. Free ball here for Bethel Academy. Setter chooses the opposite side, and that attack is good for Deita.
We see good celebration here coming from Bethel Academy, starting strong with giving their first ball to their setter, which she is able to produce plays here in the first set.
Better reception here for De La Salle Lipa. Back row attack. And a successful hit there coming from the back row. I think we're in for quite the action in today's match, Richie. So far, these two teams exchanging points. Back row attack here for Lipa. Off speed and a block here coming from Caringal. Take a look at this replay here. Caringal very impressive there with her net defense.
Now we see these teams are kind of head-to-head when it comes to their skill level and their performance in the first minutes of the game. That serve just brushing through the net. Another powerful attack coming from Doroha.
Great floor defense here. Someone touched the net there. Point will be awarded to the Lady Stallions. Coach Imelda Mendoza reminding her players to calm down.
You know, sometimes you just get so excited, especially in the first few moments of the game, that medyo minamadali mo minsan. But it's very important for you to compose yourself and to actually deliver sometimes slow-paced, but sure performances coming from your team.
Great
That was
set
Doroha again for the Bethel Academy.
Great performance still so far from both squads. We're all tied up at 5 here. So Richie, let's talk about the Lady Stallions squad this year. Coach Imelda Mendoza is parading a new look to her squad with some holdovers and newcomers back for another season with the Lady Stallions. Those are Shane De Maano, Sandra Ramirez, Vida Carningal, and Riza Mamaylao, who all started for the squad in last year's tournament.
Now we know that De La Salle has a very stable and known program for their volleyball, for their volleyball program rather, and they are known to have quality basic skills, and that they really master this. That's why they get to produce players that are very notable, such as Justine Hazareno and Jewel Encarnacion and Alea Malaluan, who is now playing in the collegiate levels.
Drop ball there. Free ball here for Bethel Academy. Quick attack, but great blocks coming from Mamaylao, safeguarding that net.
Great timing there for the blockers of De La Salle. You know, it's good that they were ready for a block because they did give a free ball to Bethel Academy. So given that they were risking it, it's also great that they prepared for what's coming up to them.
Steady reception here from both squads as well. Almost a single block, but Dinglasan unable to get to that ball quickly. That puts LaSalle up by 1 here.
So far, balikan ang mga puntos natin dito sa first set. Faulty first ball there.
Great attack there coming from Mamaylao this time around in the open side. Take a look at this replay. Mamaylao scoring for the Lady Stallions here. First technical timeout score is 8-6 in favor of Salle.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Now let's explain the tournament format for our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. Our 18 teams are divided into 4 pools where the preliminary round matches will be played in the best of 3 sets. The top 2 teams per pool will advance to the quarterfinals, and the 8 teams will play in a crossover quarterfinals. And in quarterfinals to the finals will all be knockout games and will be played in a best of 5 sets.
So this is the second match on opening day. Back row attack here. And the Lady Stallions with another point coming off that technical timeout.
And the momentum now is with the Lady Stallions. You know what I noticed, Kayla, with Bethel Academy is that a lot of them also are not wearing knee pads. And a similar team who does this also was California Academy from the previous season. And that's because they want to be able to move more and to not depend on the knee pads and the safety.
Definitely, I also remember experiencing that when we used to play in high school, and the reason behind that is for coaches, as what you mentioned, Richie, to not heavily rely on those knee pads and really get to that ball instead of just diving and diving. And so far seems to be working here. Great floor defense on the side of Bethel Academy.
Low set there. Great timing on the blocking for Bethel Academy.
Free ball here for the Lady Stallions. Mamaylao will attack. Back row attack here for Bethel. Drop ball by the setter. And point here for Bethel Academy.
Great effort here coming from Salle, but Bethel Academy was able to find and actually change the momentum of the game, because in that sequence, puro atake yung nakikita natin. And for that, for the setter to opt for a drop ball, it's really changing the momentum of the play.
Perfect pass to the setter, and great hit there coming from Mamaylao.
Mamaylao with textbook volleyball with a quick back set coming from Dacer.
That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today. So Mamaylao taking charge here in this first set, attacking from the open side, and now on the opposite. Great setup as well by their setter. Another back row attack there. You can see that the setter of Bethel Academy is really looking for Reterta at the back.
Well, that's what we like about Bethel Academy, is that their setter is actually variating the spikes of their team, because a while ago, De La Salle was able to read some of their attacks, so it's good for her to change things up a bit. Misreceive there for Lipa.
Another attack here coming from Porto, breaking down that wall rather.
Let's see that play once again. And that's what I like about Bethel Academy is that whenever they are given a free ball, may play agad sila na nakahanda. And this time, they're blocking Salle Lipa. And Armentia successfully activating her middle spikers. That is Reerta also.
Reerta actually playing open, but a lot of combination plays here being used by Armentia. Now an ace here coming from Dinglasan. This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojo's now. Let's listen in to the timeout called by Coach Imelda Mendoza.
Ang libero natin eh. Pumatay ka, gustuhin mong pumatay. Pag nabigay sa'yo ang bola, bebang! Mag-play ka kapag napakaganda. O pwede lang mag-one. Hindi pwedeng hindi tayo pe-press kay Shane ha. Hoy, rumisip ka muna ng bola. Lord, sana makarecover na po kami sa inyo po ito. Let's go! Animo! 4 points agad ang binigay mo. 4 points.
Richie's score is somewhat, or is close so far. Sorry, but before that, that huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. Now going back to my question, Richie, our game still close here, 12-10 in favor of Bethel Academy. What do you think both teams are doing right? And what do you think one or the other needs to do in order to get their score further away?
Well, I think the effort here coming from both of our teams are pretty much equal. Both of them are providing stellar basics. That's what I was saying a while ago, that they are able to give the ball to the setter. It's just a matter of who kills the ball, because they are able to make plays. They are able to block, to have their blocks, and they are able to produce good serves. So it's just a matter of who would want it more in this first set.
Both squads still neck and neck here, all tied up now at 12.
Well, that timeout was actually a good call for Coach Imelda, breaking the momentum that Bethel Academy was creating.
That attack goes out for the Lady Stallions. Point here for Bethel Academy.
Armentia now on the service deck for Bethel Academy, which means she has 3 spikers in front. So let's see. I would like to witness more combination plays and the variety of spikes coming from Bethel Academy.
And an ace here for playmaker Armentia, racking up some points on the service deck. And as you mentioned, Richie, in the earlier game, you said that setters usually are strong servers.
Well, that's because it's their first line of offense. One of their only line of offenses. So it's so important for them to try to stay there. But first, let's see that replay of Salle Lipa having that quick adjustment to the momentum change, making it theirs.
Perfect pass here coming from Bethel Academy. Attack block there.
You see Desiree trying to activate her middle spikers a lot. But this time, it was Bethel Academy who was able to do so. That's Reerta again from the middle side of the court.
Great attack there coming from Reerta, finding that end line.
Beautiful serve there coming from Bethel Academy.
Point here for Bethel Academy, 4 touches on the side of Salle Lipa. And second technical timeout, score is 16-13 in favor of Bethel Academy.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online. Only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
So momentum now on the side of Bethel Academy. Richie, what do you think happened in the last few sequences where earlier we saw the Lady Stallions leading?
Well, I believe it's also the services of Bethel Academy. They were strong and they were composed and they were consistent, producing strong serves, which caused Lipa to have a harder time. But not in that sequence. We see that they bounced back quickly for that powerful attack coming from Karingal.
Another strong attack here coming from the Lady Stallions, finding that open spot on the cross court. Mamailao will attack. Ball still in play here. Great hang time there coming from Reterta. We saw that ball was quite high for her, but still reaching that because of her high leaping abilities.
And that's the advantage of having, or being tall, is that your reach is also higher. So even sometimes when the ball is too high or too low, it's very easy for you to adjust and to actually still place the ball where you want it on the other side of the court. Another beautiful serve here coming from Bethel Academy.
Free ball given up by Salle.
An offset, which made it very easy for Salle to defend themselves at the net.
De Castro now back in the court here. Great serve there coming from Lipa.
Free ball for Lipa.
Great attack once again coming from Mamailao.
Yeah, free ball now converted into a combination play. That's what Lipa has been needing to still catch up to Bethel Academy. Let's see that once again, a perfect pass, a perfect setup, and quickly tricking the blockers of Bethel Academy for that point.
Okay, defense. Libero, papalitan ha. Okay, come on, kaya natin.
Ibibigay talaga natin yung mababa lang. Mababa. Let's go, ha? Let's go, Sai! Go, Muslim!
Go.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. Score is currently 17-16. Still in favor of Bethel Academy.
Now, in the previous huddle, it was Lipa who was actually trying to break the momentum of Bethel Academy. And in that sequence, it's now Lipa who has the momentum of, I think, a 3-0 run of composing themselves and delivering powerful attacks. And now a service ace coming from Karingal.
Karingal tying things up here in the first set. Great serve coming from her and challenging that reception of Bethel Academy. That one sails out this time around. Quick attack there for Bethel Academy. Back row attack here. Another great attack and combination play Free ball given up to the LaSalle squad. Drop ball for De Castro. Back row attack here for Bethel Academy. And point goes to the girls in blue and white after that rally.
You see in that rally that both teams actually struggled in their defense, struggling to make plays. But you know what I like about and notice about Bethel Academy is that whenever the ball is already near them, they really get closer to guard the drop balls and the placement shots of La Salle.
So another block point here for Bethel Academy that puts them up 3 here in the first set as we see this replay. Mama Ilaw getting blocked there. And substitution for De La Salle. We have Ramirez checking in the ball game. Some reinforcements for the squad of Coach Imelda Mendoza as they try and catch up to the 3-point lead. So Treinta still in that service line. Over reception there, and another point here for Bethel Academy, care of Dinglasan. A timeout now called. But before that, let's take a look at this sequence. Once again, over-received by De La Salle and Dinglasan just taking care of the net there.
Now, so far, Bethel Academy is having such a great performance, especially when it comes to their serving. Having La Salle struggle into getting those first balls to their setter. Now we see that every time that the ball would be out of play already, that their setter will actually opt for back row attacks, which is easily read by Bethel Academy.
Bethel Academy with the 4-point lead. Treinta still in that service deck. Reception a bit shaky here for La Salle, which is why they're unable to convert. And Doroha takes care of business and makes sure to end that rally.
You know, but Doroha isn't actually a tall spiker, but when she approaches, she does it with full confidence and full power. With 2 blockers in front of her, she knew that Zone 1 was already closed, so she opted to really move her hand to the right side of the court so that ball will go out.
Great serve, strong serves here coming from Treinta. Ramirez will attack. That one sails out.
Good intention there from Dacer, trying to force that open set, but but her spiker wasn't able to adjust well to the distance from the court, which caused that ball to go out.
So Ramirez getting subbed out. Mamailao back in. Actually, the top contributor so far here for De La Salle. A long run here for Bethel Academy, although that serve goes wide. Great pick up there by LaSalle. Another point here because of an error that was a net touch called on De La Salle. That puts Bethel Academy at set point here. And serving for the set, we have number 10 doing the honors. That's Doroha. Miscommunication there, but ball still crosses over that net. Mamailao will attack. Drop from the middle is good for Dinglasan.
Dinglasan with that smart play, seeing that the defenders of Lipa actually already stepped back and the blockers are all in front. She opted for that drop ball right in that sweet spot at the back of the blockers. Let's see that once again.
Great
There you
play
have it.
there. Coming from Dinglasan. As we see here, Bethel Academy winning that first set 25-18. Great volleyball displayed coming from both squads.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
So set highlights for our first set. Bethel Academy taking care of business here. Riterta and Treinta really dominating that attack department, as well as Dinglasan defending that middle and that net. And Armintia, credits to her for really activating all her spikers.
Now for De La Salle pa naman, they also performed really well. It was just a matter of the momentum that Bethel Academy actually created due to the powerful serves that La Salle pa was unable to create the place that Bethel Academy was creating in the first set.
And that set ended at 25-18 as we take a look at our stats here.
Now we see lamang dito ang Bethel Academy when it comes to their attacks. As we said, Arminta was able to produce more plays coming from their attacks, and we also see here that aces 4-1 in comparison to De La Salle pa. 6-6 naman ang opponent errors, so medyo pantay sila sa errors nila doon.
Second set now underway. Let's see if De La Salle pa can make a comeback here or if Bethel Academy will win this match in straight sets.
Quick response here comes from Coringal, their team captain, to start off the set with a bang.
Coringal also stepping up here as their team captain.
And you see that her approach was also just 2 steps.
Great block there coming from Coringal. Drop ball this time from Bethel Academy, changing up and rattling that floor defense here of the Lady Stallions.
What you used to describe them a while ago was neck to neck, and this is what we're saying, is that palitan lang sila ng points when it comes to diskarte and the power plays that they use. Another powerful serve here coming from Bethel Academy. Lucky shot for Coringal. It was actually too high for her a set, but she was still able to reach that and place it to where she saw that nobody was guarding it in Bethel Academy's defense system. Let's see that once again.
Karingal managing to get those points from the middle aside from Mamaylao. Great adjust there coming from number 12, Treinta.
Another point there comes from Karingal, already on her third point. Oh, all of the 3 points actually is coming from Karingal.
So Karingal really starting strong here for De La Salle Pa. Something they really need here to change the tide of this game.
And that's where the leadership aspect also comes to play, especially when you lost the first set. You want your teammates to be motivated to bounce back right away, and that's what Karingal is doing here. Even with that error, now momentum is back with Bethel Academy. Porto now on the service deck for her squad.
Service error here for Bethel Academy. It's also important and really vital to limit those errors, since sabi nga natin kanina pang neck and neck yung laban natin for today's second match. So whoever is able to really limit those errors may be the winner of today's match. Since halos pantay din tayo in terms of the attacking department.
And what I also noticed, now that we're in the second set, that both teams have already warmed up enough. They're quicker on their feet, they're quicker to respond to the attacks that they're being given, and they're quicker to produce plays, which we saw from Sumagwe in De La Salle Pa.
Another service ace here for Karingal. Timeout called by Bethel Academy as they trail De La Salle Pa by 4.
Mas eager tayong talunin sila sa second set. Kasi pag nanalo tayo dito, proper third set na. Saka nasa atin yung moment.
Di ba? Girls, hindi mahina yan.
Oh, let's go! Tara, tara!
Come on.
Jai, don't stand!
Well, the girls there explaining that they have to win this game, their debut game actually, to have the advantage to score higher, especially with the tournament format that we have. Coach Tristan also was saying, girls, hindi mahina yan. That means don't underestimate your opponent, especially because you don't want them to have the momentum that you had in the first set.
I agree with you there, Richie. Momentum quickly shifts to the side of De La Salle Pa and continues to do so as Karingal gets another service ace here.
And with the consecutive points that Karingal is actually producing for her squad, you see that her squad is more confident in how they play and how they move. The vibe is lighter, in fact, for her squad. Misreception there again, and another attempted free ball, but an error once again for Bethel Academy.
So first technical timeout here of set number 2. Score is 8-2 in favor of LaSalle.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Back from that first technical timeout rather, here in the second set. De La Salle Pa still with the lead, as we see here Vida Karingal, 17 years young, the middle blocker for DLSL Lipa, really leading her team, and she is our smart power player. Someone we saw also in the inaugural season of the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League, and continues to be that spark for her squad.
And that's what Bethel Academy was looking for, is to break the momentum of LaSalle Lipa.
As we take a look at this replay here, opposite attack coming from LaSalle, denied at the net there by Bethel Academy. Check ball there for De Castro. I stand corrected, that point will go to Bethel Academy, but the Lady Stallions asking for that check. Service ace here coming from Bethel Academy, much needed on their end.
And we were saying that Bethel Academy is actually a very strong serving team. So now that they actually are a bit lower when it comes to the scoring for the second set, it will be very efficient for them to produce those smart and powerful serves.
Great hit there by Sumage, but great pickup coming from Bethel Academy. Armintia sets up Reinta. Great dive there coming from Amata, but a net touch will be called here. Substitution now for Bethel Academy. We have Maneja in for number 3, Armintia, replacing the playmaker. Great pickup there. Reinta from the opposite. Great attack coming from Somage, skying over those blockers.
These two teams just answering each other with such powerful attacks. You really hear the sound of their spikes, and you know that it will be a point.
Service error there coming from LaSalle Lipa. And substitutions now on their end. Number 1, Lass, coming in. Opposite will attack for LaSalle. Maneja sets up the back row. Great save, great effort coming from the Lady Stallions here. And that rally will be ended by Doroha.
Beautiful composure coming from Bethel Academy.
Great attack there coming from Doroha. Single block going cross court.
You know, the effort of Doroha to set that ball over to open even when she was already in the far end of the court.
Mamaylao sends that one out. Momentum shifting back to the side of Bethel Academy.
Kahit hindi kayo makascore muna, wag lang kayong magbigay ng punto sa kalaban. Try, relax ka lang. Napakadaming tumatakbo sa isip mo, na-overwhelm ka. Lord, gabayin niyo po kami, sa inyo po ito. Let's go! Sal! Uy, ang mga set mo.
Powered by Smart, live more today. We heard in that timeout called by Coach Imelda Mendoza, really reminding her girls to slow as they seem to be overwhelmed. They seem like they're rattled as well as Bethel Academy comes crawling up with their score and an effective timeout as seen by that powerful spike there. That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today. Maneja will set up the open spike over there. That was the Roja.
It's just a back and forth performance here, Kayla, when it comes to the attackers trying to get the momentum back on their court. And this time it's Bethel Academy, Maneja setting up the Roja for that powerful play.
Attack there coming from Maylao. Free ball here for Salle. And that's another point here for Bethel Academy.
No.
Bethel Academy only trailing by 1 here. Maylao from the open side. Another point here for Salle. Double contact call. Great serve there coming from Salle. Free ball here for Bethel Academy. And an attack error coming from DLSL this time around. Again, same as that first set we saw earlier. Point just going back and forth. Kalingal with a quick attack there, but great court defense for Bethel Academy. Another attack coming from Maylao, hitting that net, but still getting that one to go. So Miranda now in the ball game here for the Lady Stallions. Maneja sets up number 11, Roberta.
Unfortunate error here coming from Bethel Academy.
Maneja sets up Roberta, and Roberta with a clean kill.
Roberta has been so consistent with her attacks. And maybe it's because she also prepares for her attacks and she trusts her setters to really provide her with the sets that she prefers.
Karingal here with another point. Coach Imelda Mendoza, actually the coach for DLSL Lipa for quite a while already. So it's great to really see the chemistry they have, and the amount of time they've been together shows on the court with how tightly knit they work as a single unit.
But in that sequence, we see that Reterta stays consistent as she just opts for a drop ball using the advantage of her height. But during that sequence, she was a bit
Coming
misset.
from Bethel Academy.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Our TNT budget tropa of the game magload na sa inyong suking tindahan. At sa De La Salle, Lipa, Lady Stallions who are up 3 here in the second set. First set going to Bethel Academy.
In the earlier parts of this set, Lipa was able to gain the momentum first, and then bumaliktad naman at Bethel Academy, and now Lipa once again. So it's really just a neck-to-neck battle here coming from both of our teams. But for that, Reinta miscalculated her attack, especially because she was far from the net. It's harder to calculate how you're gonna spike and then how high and how long will you place the ball to the other side of the court. Karingel now back on the service deck, and we saw that a while ago she stayed there and took her sweet time serving and gaining a lot of points for her team with a strong serve like that.
Combination play there, and Miranda successful with that attack.
That's what we've been seeing here in the spikers that we have that aren't that tall, is that when they are faced with a taller blocker in front of them, they still opt to make it go sideways so that they won't be blocked and still opt for a checkout.
Karangal, great serve. The Roja goes for that attack. And another point here for Bethel Academy. Not the best of contacts, but still getting that one to go. So De La Salle leading here by 4 in the second set. Another attack point coming from Sumage. Richie, what do you think is going right for De La Salle Lipa here?
Well, I think they are able to produce a lot of plays because they are able to give their first ball to their setters, and even if it becomes out of play plays, they still are able to adjust themselves into producing smart moves such as placement points and great serves.
So a timeout now called here by Bethel Academy as they trail De La Salle Lipa by 6 in the second set.
Let's go!
Hindi na tayo pwede makipag-isahan sa kanila. Kailangan magdire-diretso tayo. Girls, wag natin isipin at sa third set na lang. Tapos dito pa yan, ito pa yan, no?
3 to 1. 1 to na. 1 to pa yan.
I believe that huddle was purpose for Bethel Academy to really gather themselves and to take it one step at a time now that they are down by 6, with DLSL Lipa producing really strong serves for their squad, making it very difficult for Bethel Academy to produce the same plays that Lipa is giving right now.
Bethel Academy committing quite a number of errors here as we approach the latter part of the set. That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. As the Roja goes for that attack, that one missed contact, sailing out.
Substitution now for Bethel Academy. Porto out and number 13, Vinagria, in.
Better
Good
pass
first ball.
here. And the Roja redeeming herself, going cross court and getting that point.
Quick response here coming from Bethel Academy, and that's what we like about them ever since the first set, that every free ball they get is an opportunity for them to produce a play and to produce a point. A strong serve here. But a quick response for Sumagwe. Once again, dominating her place at the net.
Sumagwe really stepping up as the opener for this second set, targeting that zone 4 empty spot. Armentia going to the Roja, that one blocked.
Great set there.
And the Roja successful in her second try of that rally. So in this first set, we saw a lot of contributions coming from Riterta and Treita. This time, a lot of those sets going to the Roja, their team captain. And Armentia still really steady in terms of her playmaking. Mamaylao attacks from the open side.
Porto once again. This time a back row attack for Lipa. But a quick answer from Riterta once again.
Very aggressive. We saw her asking for that ball in the back row.
And that was an out of play performance for Bethel Academy. Kumbaga, that first ball wasn't perfect and tinaas na lang ng setter and she was still ready. And that's what we want, is that a player has great presence of mind inside of the court, that whatever ball comes to play, she's ready to perform well.
And another point here for Mamaylao.
Now, she's been consistent ever since the first set. She was actually the one who produced a lot of points for her team in terms of attacking.
Substitution here for DLSL Lipa. Coming in to serve, we have Di Mayuga. Armentia goes for that back row. And Bethel Academy getting that point.
Great net defense here coming from Bethel Academy, seeing that that ball was an over ball.
Substitutions now here for Bethel Academy, but before that, let's take a look at that put away coming from Dinglasan in the middle. So substitution here for Bethel Academy. That's Agbisit, Rich Lian. Attack error coming from Mamaylao. So let's see if Bethel Academy can come up from this deficit, but a timeout here called by Coach Imelda Mendoza. Let's listen in.
Set for you. Kapag ganyang mga klase ng set, hindi na ako hihingi ng puntos, itawid mo lang ang bola. Pero mo, hindi ka na nga tumalon, pinigilan mo na nga, binaba mo pa. Kung gusto mong tumarget ng down the line, italon mo, iharap mo ang katawan mo. Mali, pinigilan mo ang talon mo, ibinaba mo ang kamay mo. Isa lang paikot lang tayo ng isa Lord, sana po matawid na namin to. Sa inyo po ito. Let's go!
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
Well, from that huddle, based on the body language of Coach Imelda, she was actually giving very direct instructions to Mamaylao because she is one of the highest percentage spiker of her teams to follow through with her body and not bring her hand down and to put more confidence in her approach because those approaches will be the ones to produce like the strong spikes that she is known to have.
But let's take a look at this attack. Over pass there from Bethel Academy. And of course, with Caringales in that front line, you can count on her to put that over pass away. So that puts De La Salle pa at set point here.
Better first ball here for Bethel Academy, but successfully dug up by La Salle pa.
And a net touch called on the girls in green and white. So Bethel Academy still in the ball game here. 24-20 is our score. Substitutions. Once again, Ramirez in for Mamaylao.
Bethel Academy needs their strong serves right now and to really limit their errors because it's 1 point away from extending this match into a 3-set matchup.
Armintia with the service there. Treinta will give it to Armintia.
Great setup there. Bethel Academy still alive in this set. It's a good adjustment because that set was actually far from the net and she was still able to angle and position herself to producing a play that will trick the blockers and the defenders of La Salle pa.
Great reception there for La Salle pa. That one will sail out for Ramirez. So 24-22 is our official score.
Now, La Salle pa needs 1 kill to extend this matchup with Bethel Academy.
La Salle pa struggling to close out this set. Almost an ace. But free ball here for Bethel Academy. Let's see what they do with it. And right on cue, that's Reterta.
That's perfect setup coming from Armintia.
Take a look at that free ball there given to Bethel Academy.
And you know what I like that wasn't actually seen there was that she came from the service line and she stayed calm, composed to produce that play.
And this set will go to the Lady Stallions after Vida Caringal ends that rally. Miscommunication on the end of Bethel Academy.
Na medyo nakakalito rin if your setter gets the first ball is that you need to assign someone to get the second ball.
So we're tied at 1 set apiece, 25-23 this time in favor of the Lady Stallions.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Hey, congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus Only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Set 2 highlights.
Now, Bethel Academy and DLSL Lipa actually went neck to neck when it comes to their skill level, but DLSL Lipa actually bounced back, providing a really strong start for their squad, producing very strong serves and highly effective spikes.
So another seesaw battle of a set we saw, and DLSL Lipa with that momentum, and the sort of struggle to close out that set. But Karingal, Sumage, and Mamaylaw taking charge on the side of the girls in green and white. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. So both squads at one set apiece, which is why we will be having a third set, and this is also up till 25.
This is also our our first game to reach set 3.
So DLSL Lipa drawing first blood here in the third set. And right now, Richie, from the looks of it, I cannot really predict who's gonna be getting their first win today.
Well, I think that because both of them have scouted each other here, getting one set piece, they are able to adjust themselves well and to be more familiar with how each of their opponents move and strategize to gain points.
Karingal finding a seam to put that ball through against that double block, and is successful this time around.
Yeah, and it wasn't the best hit when it comes to a quick play, but she was still able to place that ball where the defenders of Bethel Academy wasn't placed. Good first ball here.
Armintia goes to the middle.
You see both teams activating their middle spikers, and even if it's not the strongest of spikes or attacks, is that these players choose to be more smart and to be more effective when it comes to placing the balls in the other side.
Service error here for Bethel Academy.
Now, these are very costly errors because in the second set, the score was 23-25, and a good number of the points that were given to LaSalle Lipa were actually errors coming from Bethel Academy themselves. Adjustment here coming from Treinta.
Treinta once again trying or having that intention to go with a drop ball, although missing That one goes straight to the net. Salle pa up by 2 here in the third set. That attack is in. That falls right on the line here for Salle pa. Karingal to serve here.
In the first set, it was a very similar situation where Karingal also took her sweet time in the service line, but now Bethel Academy gains the momentum back on their court.
This time Armentia going to Doroha there. This time opting also for a drop ball. Medyo namabasa na rin kasi siya in terms of her attacks.
Yes, I think it's also because both teams are strong servers and good defenders when it comes to floor defense. That's why they're still, both teams are also opting to just choose placement balls and be smart about their movements inside of the court instead of trying to give more powerful plays na nadedepensahan naman ng opponent nila.
Better pass there for Bethel Academy. Another drop ball. These drop balls seem to be working here for the side of Bethel Academy. This time care of Treita.
Yeah, and you see that she had two blockers in front of her and the defender behind the blockers already moved back. That's why she still chose for that drop ball. Powerful serve here for Bethel Academy, but good reception coming from Lipa.
Back set, but miscommunication.
Missed set actually coming from Arminta, but Treinta still tried to adjust herself, but unfortunately it was a bit too late for her to get that ball in the proper height for it to go to the other side. Pasahan ng errors between these two teams.
De La Salle pa still up here by 2. To serve here for Bethel Academy is their team captain, Doroha.
Beautiful serve coming from Doroha actually.
Contributing now this time at the service deck. Earlier we saw when she was at the front line, very dominant spikes.
And that's the performance we need from a leader, is that wherever you are inside of the court, your performance talks for you and speaks for you. The Salle pa activating the backside. And again, with the placement shots from both of our teams.
First technical timeout of set number 3. Still in favor of De La Salle pa. Score is 8-6.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
So back from that technical timeout, De La Salle pa still with a 2-point lead here in our third and final set. We have a substitution for Bethel Academy. Armentia out for Maneja.
I think both teams now are trying to stabilize themselves and post themselves to gain the momentum for their team, the long momentum to actually pull away from one another.
And Maneja choosing that open side to go for that kill. That was number 2, Porto. Dinglasan on the service deck. Mamaylao, attack error.
The second attack error for Mamaylao right there. Which is unfortunate because she was one of the players who was performing really well for her squad in the first 2 sets. And medyo inaasahan siya dito ni Coach Imelda, especially in the timeout in the earlier parts of the set.
Better pass here for Salle pa. And a violation was called on Bethel Academy. Point here for the Stallions.
Setter Deser now serving for De La Salle pa. Maneja opting again for Reterta. And this girl has been unstoppable when it comes to performing and delivering the spikes that will give confidence to her teammates.
Reterta opting for that zone 1 kill. And great choice as there was no one in the defense there for De La Salle pa.
Very hard to adjust with a set coming from the back. But then this time, Reterta is heavily guarded by Karingal of the De La Salle pa Lady Stallions.
Great 2-man block there coming from Mamaylao and Karingal. Great read on their end.
Yeah, I believe Mamaylao's hand was actually the one that blocked that attack coming from Reterta. Maneja going to Reterta. Redemption here.
Another attack error coming from De La Salle pa. As we can see, they're sort of struggling in terms of their consistency. They're able to rack up some points, but then it's followed by an attack error.
Porto out once again, and Viniegra inside to serve for Bethel Academy.
But we're still all tied up here at 10 apiece.
And we saw that when she was also put in a while ago, that she was quickly effective to gain the momentum back for her squad. And this time Sumagwe once again. Another attack error coming from La Salle pa. That one sails out.
Service error here for Bethel Academy.
Coach Tristan Garcia quickly instructing Viniegra to bounce back when it comes to defending and receiving instead of serving. Maneja opts and goes for a fast kill coming from their team captain, Goroha.
Great bounce back there coming from Doroha after that service error.
Reterta now at the back line.
Another error here for Bethel Academy. Too strong of a serve.
Score is now a tie of 12 and 12 for both teams. Ball is still alive.
Great save there. And a much needed block on the side of Bethel Academy.
And another sequence of Bethel Academy giving a free ball to Lipa and heavily guarding them to the net is a strategy that will always be such a smart play for them to have.
And great read even on a combination play. Scores now 13-12 in favor of De La Salle Lipa as they switch courts here. It's still race up, or race still 25 rather. Triinta will be doing serving honors here for Bethel Academy.
Now let's also note that some of our holdovers from last season for De La Salle Lipa, which is Dimaano, isn't in uniform for now.
I stand corrected. Bethel Academy was leading before the court switch, and now they are up by 2 here. Care of Triinta's service ace. Another combination play here for De La Salle Lipa. And this time, successful for Sumagwe.
You know what I liked about that sequence actually is from the back of the side, you can hear her teammates say, "Go!" And that's what really pushed her to get that point.
Maneja sets up the middle, and another point here for Dinglasan, fighting that end line once again.
Substitution, Viniegra back out and Porto inside for her squad. Now in the front line as well. Doroha remains in her sweet spot there in the service deck.
Set to Mamaylao.
Beautiful play there coming from De La Salle Lipa.
De Castro to serve here for La Salle. Faulty first ball, and that results to an ace. We're all tied up now at 15.
Good intentions there coming from Porto, trying to save that receive. But De Castro with such a powerful and smartly placed serve at that. The same spot for De Castro there. But beautiful placement coming from Dinglasan on the side of Bethel Academy, finding that sweet spot at the back of the blockers of De La Salle Lipa. We see that play once again. She saw that there was a blocker right in front of her and may nakaabang na rin na magko-cover. That's why she just opted for a soft touch.
Score is 16-15 in our second technical timeout.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Bethel Academy still leading here by just 1 point in this race to 25 third set. So far, Triinta, Doroha, and Reterta still doing the damage on the side of Bethel Academy. On the other hand, for De La Salle Lipa, we have Karingal. Mamaylao also contributing here for the girls in green and white.
Offset, but Mamaylao finds that spot for Bethel Academy.
Mamaylao proving to be consistent here.
You see her elevation also, that she has enough hang time to choose what variety of attack she would like to do. Easy first ball for Bethel Academy. Oh, what a free ball.
Mamaylao goes for another kill there, but great floor defense on the side of Bethel Academy. Running attack for Karingal. Great save here from Bethel Academy, and point goes to the girls in blue and white. Great hustle on both ends of the floor.
You know, amazing intention coming from Bethel Academy. Actually, Doroha was already saying and shouting mine because she had that intention even before the second ball touched, that she wanted to bring that ball to that side of the court. And true enough, she was successful for that.
Strong serve coming from Maneha.
Longer hit here coming from Mamaylao.
She now heads to the service line, but consistent attacking here coming from Mamaylao. Maneha will set up Reterta, but a free ball given here to Salle.
And quickly converted into a beautiful play. Ended by Sumagwe. Let's see that play once again.
Timeout called by Bethel Academy. Score is now 18-17 in favor of Salle.
Sumagi. Kailangan muna natin pumasa para hindi na natin sila intindihan i-block.
Kulawin na kasi tayo.
Okay. Stop. Stop na yan dyan. Go, go, go.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
Coach Tristan Garcia's words, kailangan natin pumasa para hindi na natin sila iintindihin. That means we've been giving so many free balls to Salle that they get the opportunities to attack us, and we are forced to defend ourselves when it comes to getting those powerful attacks coming from Lipa. So it's time for you to be the ones to do that to them.
Serve goes wide here for Mamaylao.
Good momentum break here for Bethel Academy as Porto will go to the service deck for her squad. Good first ball for Lipa.
Maneha will set up the opposite, and no one to be found on the floor defense of Salle on that last sequence. And props to Bethel Academy for finding that open zone. Not the strongest of hits, but great placement. Great adjust there on the net.
Also, in the previous sequence, it was actually the setter who spiked that ball.
So very versatile players here coming from Bethel Academy. Long rally here.
Beautiful setup.
Maneha goes to the middle. And an unfortunate error here for Reterta, miscalculating the net. May kasama ng GVIL trying to end that long rally.
It's a very close game we're having, so it's very costly for you to produce errors, especially in the latter parts of the third set with a tied score.
But great intention on the part there of Reterta, trying to go for that power tip.
Now, this is a dangerous spot because we know that when Karingal is in the service deck, medyo tumatagal din siya dyan. So you need that momentum break. And that's exactly what we were talking about, Doroha delivering for her team.
Doroha unfazed by that two-man block at the net there, just fearlessly breaking down those walls. That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today.
That definitely gave energy and confidence to Bethel Academy. It's now up to Salle Lipa to break that momentum. And right there, as we said it, they are successful to do so. So medyo balikan na ulit tayo ng points dito sa third set. And from the first set, we saw that their skill levels, their performances, and actually the way they move are very similar. So it's really up to whoever would want it more and to produce those very crucial plays in this game.
Good pick up there by Mamay Lau.
Good serve.
Back row attack here. That one sails out.
Miss hit by Retenta of Bethel Academy. Well, she had great intention facing her body to the other side of the court and to actually try to go for a long ball, but it was also a miss hit on her part.
Dacer to the open side. Great chase here coming from Bethel Academy. Mamay Lau brings that one over. And great volleyball IQ being displayed. Not the strongest of hits, but knowing exactly where to bring that ball at the end line.
You see the effort of the floor defense and everybody really coming together to collect themselves and to produce plays, even though it's already an out of play movement inside of the court.
So another timeout
Kailangan natin
here
come-over.
for Bethel Academy.
Okay, yun ang kailangan mo sa inyo. Pagpapalos si Tasha, come-over tayo. Okay, 2 missteps. Okay, erase yun, erase. Okay, go, let's go.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today.
Coach Tristan Garcia actually instructing his girls to cover whenever a player is going to attack.
And that also gives the spiker more confidence, knowing that even if she does get blocked, she knows that her teammates are there to cover and keep that ball alive. As we see, very aggressive net defense para sa side ng LaSalle. And you have, earlier we had Karingal spearheading that. So LaSalle pa 3 points away here. Bethel Academy though still in the ball game, only trailing by 2. Faulty reception here for Bethel Academy. So free ball for LaSalle. A free ball as well for Bethel Academy. Doroha miscalculating that drop ball. So easy point here for LaSalle Lipa. Miranda on that service deck. Bethel Academy still trailing by 3 here. Maneja to Doroha. Powerful attack, but great pickup there on the side of Bethel Academy. Back row attack by Mamay Lau. Free ball once again for LaSalle. That attack will result into a point pair of De Castro in the middle.
And it's good to see that every free ball is producing a great play out of every opportunity that falls on the laps of the ladies in green and white.
That puts De La Salle pa at match point here. Miranda on that service deck still. Ball still alive. Great save here by Lipa. Attack goes wide for Renata. And that does it for La Salle Lipa, grabbing their first win of the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League. A collective team effort here coming from both squads.
But we have to commend that was a very impressive Bethel Academy debut game, especially with the effort and even winning and grabbing the first set out of La Salle Lipa's hands.
Definitely, as I mentioned earlier, a collaborative effort from Doroha, Reterta, Treinta, and Dinglasan as well in the middle. Credits as well to their playmakers, Armentia and Maneja earlier. But La Salle pa grabbing this win and a great start to their GVIL campaign here. Everyone really contributing big time for the girls in green and white. You have Karingal, Sumagwe, Mamaylao, and just an overall team win here. And also a win from behind as Bethel Academy took that first set. We see our final score here, 18-25, 25-23, and 25-20 in favor of the Lady Stallions.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Enjoy only 5G data, only calls and texts, and only Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plans starting at $9.99. Get it on eSIM online, only with Smart Postpaid.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Powerall. All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Final score, 18-25, 25-23, 25-20. 3 sets, a hard-fought match won by De La Salle pa. And we have our best player of the match brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. Richie, sino ang napili mong best player of the game?
Well, the key player for today's match is Vida Karingal, who actually sparked her team's performance and led through her performance of beautiful services, blockings, and of course, her memorable drop balls, placement shots, and strong spikes as well.
So we're here with our Shakey's player of the game, Vida Caringal. Congratulations again, Vida. We have some questions lang for you. We wanted to ask, down kayo nung first set. So ano yung in-adjust nyo para to win this game?
Ang adjustment po namin is first po yung, lagi mo po sinasabi po ni Coach po, yung attitude po namin sa paglalaro po na kahit na po nalalamangan po, kailangan po namin ipakita po na bumawi po kami, na lumalaban po kami. And of course po may mga ano din po sa blockings po and sa defense po. But mostly po yung attitude nga po namin po sa game po na wag po bibitaw po kahit po sobrang lamang na po yung kalaban.
Okay, now Vida, ang ganda ng performance nyo last season, and for today's game, ang ganda din ng performance nyo. So what can you improve on for the next upcoming games here in the Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League?
What we want to improve on po, first po is our skills po, kasi nga po, kailangan po namin po mag-adjust po since iba po yung ganito pong competition po since it's like a national level competition po. And of course po, yun nga po, playing attitude po namin na of course po, wag pong bibitaw po, lalaban po lagi po. And pakita po namin po yung fighting spirit po. And yun po yung parang pong value po na lagi po namin and araw-araw po namin tinatry po incorporate po sa amin po training po and sa mga games po namin.
Vida, maraming nanonood at sumusuporta sa inyo. Pwede ka naman bumate sa kanila ngayon.
Hello po sa family ko po, if kung nanonood po kayo dyan. And sa teams ko po na nandito po, sumusuporta po sa akin po, sa mga coaches ko po, and sa family po na akin pong mga teammates po. Thank you po for supporting us po and sa pagtiwala po sa amin po sa ups and downs po namin. And thank you po sa lahat-lahat. Yun lang po. Thank you po.
Congratulations again to the Lady Stallions and best player of the game, Vida Caringal, on that stellar performance and 3-set win versus Bethel Academy. They get their first win of the season here. Now let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now. So for our first set, a neck-and-neck battle as we started. Bethel Academy, contributions from Reterta and Treinta. Dinglasan defending that middle, and Armentia really distributing that ball and making all her spikers look really good. So that set ended 25-18, care of Bethel Academy.
Now set 2 was a neck-and-neck battle between the two teams where DLSL Lipa actually had a very strong start, but the momentum kept changing as Bethel Academy remained composed throughout the match, and then the momentum changed back once again to DLSL Lipa, and they were able to close that set to a score of 23-25.
Pagdating naman sa set 3, we saw a neck-and-neck, another seesaw battle here between the two teams, an exchange of power and volleyball IQ displayed by these young ladies. But DLSL Lipa finishing off stronger and winning this game, getting their first win of the tournament. Our final score here, 18-25, 25-23, and 25-20 with our best player of the game, Vida Caringal. Let's now take a look at our statistics.
Now we see na very similar ang summary natin here when it comes to attacks. 37 for Lipa and even more for Bethel Academy. But what cost them that match is the errors that Bethel Academy produced, which is 24 in comparison to 19 that the DLSL Lipa produced. Also the 7 aces that Bethel Academy produced. And pantay naman dito ang ating blocks when it comes to what they produced in the game.
Now moving on to our game schedule, or the remaining games for the day, we saw 2 matches already. Adamson winning that first game in straight sets. Salle Lipa winning in 3 sets. Next up, we have California Academy going up against Chiang Kai-shek. Bacolod Taitong High School going up against UST. And at 4 p.m., we have Naga College Foundation up against DLSL Zobel. So 3 more matches in store for our volleyball fans here. Up next, we have California Academy going up against Chiang Kai-shek, who will debut in their first match as well in the GVIL tournament. Again, this has been Kayla Reyes and Richie Cordero on the panel. We'll be seeing you more later for volleyball action.